Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be diving into another game I played in the 30-minute, 20-second time format on Lichess. I started the game with d4, and my opponent responded with knight to f6, going for the King's Indian setup. I played c4 to take more control in the center. We both continued developing our pieces. By move 4, I had a big center and was confident with my position. My opponent played d6 to prevent my e-pawn from advancing forward. At this point I had a slight advantage, but I was not familiar with the theory, so I moved my dark-squared bishop to e3 to develop it. He attacked my bishop with his knight and took it on the next move, doubling my pawns. At this point I was slightly worse. My opponent castled and I moved my queen to c2, looking to castle queenside. Black striked in the center with e5. After a few captures, he striked again with c5. I took his pawn, and he got his queen in the game with a check. I then moved by knight to f3 to attack his queen. He moved his queen back, but this allowed me to place a very powerful knight in the center of the board, while also gaining a tempo on the black queen. After a few more logical moves, I started expanding on the king's side with g4. He captured my knight, but this allowed me to create a connected passed pawn. This was the slow grind to victory. I continued moving my pieces to active squares and tried to get a better position. Later started advancing my h4 pawn to open the king's side. He moved his queen to a5, putting it on a more active square. We both started marching pawns towards each other's kings. But then he blundered by playing knight to b4. I took the free pawn on c5 and put my queen back to f2, applying pressure on the f-file. After some captures, I moved my knight to g5, and now the f7 square was under pressure. He tried to defend with his rook, but I just started pushing my passed pawn. As a desperate attempt at counterplay, he took my pawn on b2 with his bishop, but I just moved my pawn to d7. The attack was unstoppable. My opponent realized he would get mated in the next move and resigned. If you want to see more interesting games like these, like and subscribe.